Hello, my name is Manuel Galindo, and I'm going to be going over my informative speech titled Hummingbird. Have you guys ever wondered what the world's best guitar is made from? What goes into the process of getting that rich, fat sound? Gibsons are one of the most popular guitars in the world and are played by many of the world's top artists. One of the top artists that has played a Gibson is Slash from Guns N' Roses. He plays a Gibson Les Paul. Another famous artist that you guys are familiar with, Paul McCartney from the Beatles, also plays a Gibson bass. But what makes this guitar so special? How does this guitar stand out from the rest? In this essay, you will learn how Gibson guitars are made. Gibson guitars are made in Memphis, Tennessee. Gibson guitars are made with the highest quality of wood, with mahogany wood, rosewood, and all those fine woods. Each wood is unique in its own way and gives a guitar a different sound. This is one of the things that separates Gibsons from the rest of the competitors. Several guitar bodies are carved at the same time. They have a special machine that is already programmed to cut the machine, so they do this in mass quantities. After they cut the guitars, they have to cut the necks. The necks are cut personally, hand by hand, by a guy that does it. The cool thing about this is that the guy does it by hand. He doesn't have a machine that does it for him, and he doesn't need anything to cut it around with. He already knows what exact cuts and all the stuff that's going to be going into it. They have these people so trained that this process has been going on for over 100 years. The next process to get different parts of the guitar and put it together. In order for them to be put together, they put glue, and after they put glue, they wrap it around with rubber band material, and they leave it for a good amount of time so it could stick together. After that process is done, they unwind the rubber band and they start sanding the guitar. They sand the guitar until it's completely sanded and has no bumps. Once a body guitar is sanded, it's time to place the neck. So then they put the wood and then they put the neck. The neck doesn't fit entirely perfect. They have to cut a little bit off the edge and the bottom so it could make perfect. So it could fit in perfect. But after it's put in perfect, it looks like one whole body, and you won't even notice that it's multiple amounts of pieces. Once the body is all placed together, the next process is to put the fretboard. The fretboard is what goes in front of the guitar, the wood where all the strings are at. They put the frets, their little silver things. What they do is they already have the outline cuts of it, and they get it with little hammers, and they personally, one by one, they hit it, and it becomes a little fretboard. After that, they paint it with a coating of wood color, and they put gloss over it. And after that, they put tape around that and around the neck, so they could paint it. This guitar is painted by airbrush. It's personally painted, and that, I think, what gives it its personal and own unique character of guitar. After the process is done, they go and they buffer and they wax. They put an extra coating of wax and then they buffer it so it could be nice and shiny. After this, it's one of the most important things of the process of the guitar. What they do now is that they hand wire each and every guitar. After the hand wiring is complete, the final process is to put the strings together. There's a guy that puts the strings, and I think it's one of the funnest jobs because after he puts the strings, he plugs in the guitar and he plays it, and that's when you know that it's working well. And if it's not working well, they go back to the other process and they check whatever is wrong. Every Gibson is guaranteed to satisfy the guitars. I personally have a Gibson. I've played other guitars, and I wouldn't choose any other guitar than the Gibson. This process is unique like no other because of the passion and effort that these people put into it to make the guitar dating. Once you play Gibson, there's no way of going back. Thank you.